Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming on weekend. I hope you guys, for those who are not having a 6-day week, it's really good initiative to take out time and come, for a session which would going to benefit not just your company but also the overall furniture industry, for that matter. Okay, okay. So I'll just jump to the key point. Why is RPL important? What is the purpose of RPL, and why are we doing this activity? And what is important from the industry's perspective in the reasoning behind this kind of an activity. See, when you look at the stats all across the world, in terms of the skilled workforce, all the developed nations are, very confidently able to say that we have about 60% of workforce which is skilled in a particular domain or on a particular job role. 70% workforce which is very skilled in, a particular domain. But when it comes to India, apparently this number is only 2.3%. And I'm not talking about just furniture and fitting. I'm talking about the overall Indian skilled workforce that we are talking about. Now, does that mean that we as a country are not aware about or we don't have skills in our in our people? No, that's not the case. The main challenge is that our skills are not recognized, and these skills, since they are not recognized, it's also not monitored, and it's not, people are not able to understand that, okay, today I stand at a level 3 or I stand at a base level and I want to grow. So how should I grow? So it is impacting both. It's impacting all the three parties involved here. One, the candidate or the individual himself, because I am not able to understand which level I stand at. Second, the industry, because they are also not able to gauge that if I want more people of this level or this category, how do I get it? How do I go ahead and find those people? And third, the industry also, and the government, third, because they are not able to understand that if we are talking about, or if we are talking about today that we want to become a champion sector, how would we become unless we have a capacity analysis of where we stand today? So with that respect, recognition of prior learning, as the name itself suggests, is a tool, is a method, is a methodology to understand where is the talent, what level is the talent, and if once we have recognized those talent, also create channels that how we can improve that talent or that tool set which is there. Now, to do this thing, these programs have been running from almost 6 years now. It's the sixth year into running, and PMKVY 3 is now going to be launched. PMKVY 2 is already going on. The advantages already, Devesh has discussed, and he will be covering in the coming slides. And we would be sharing experiences of the people who have actually done it from HETIC and Nasi. They've joined to share their experiences and kind of motivate the other industry players to participate in the same. So my underlying the giveaway for this session would be that it is important for all the three parties involved. It is a win-win-win exercise for all the three parties involved, and we also take the onus of doing it in a proper manner. And if we are able to do it, then we would be able to take up the better task or the more important task, which is, let's say we have identified now that these people are at level 3 or a level 4, and we have a workforce. Then we would be able to plan in better for the future, that how we should improve the quality of our workforce, how we should improve, what kind of upskilling we should do, or what kind of multi-skilling we should do to the already existing people who are there in the ecosystem. And then it will become easy. I'll just like to give a small example here, which would be very easy to understand for everyone. So let's say today we are planning, we are planning cricket match. Okay, we know that we need. Now, one thing would be that we don't understand who's a bowler, who's a goalkeeper, who's a
राहुल जी आपका माइक
राहुल, हाँ, you have to unmute yourself, Rahul.
in between. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, you are.
So did I miss some part, or did you guys miss some part, or?
Yes.
Yeah, we missed some part.
Okay, so I was on the example part. So I was sharing the importance or the relevance of understanding the level at which people are, or the certification that they hold. So a very simple example, let's say we are planning a cricket match and we have to take a team of 11. Now we take 11 people and we are not sure about who's a bowler, who's a batsman, who's a, wicket keeper, and who is a spin bowler, who's a fast bowler, who can go do a pitch hitting and all of that. So if you're not aware about that, we would be going into the game very blind, right? It will be on chance. We will take them and then we'll perform and then we'll get to know, probably we'll lose certain matches and all of that. Now imagine another scene wherein you are able to understand, we have to pick a team of 11. Okay, this person is a bowler. This person is a fast bowler. He has so much track record. This person is a batsman. He has so much track record. It becomes easier for us to pick. Now just just duplicate this thing into the same concept into when you are planning your team size for your manufacturing unit, when you're planning a team size for your interior design unit. When you do that part of it, you will understand that going blind into the game is always going to be a hassle into winning or into succeeding in our into our individual fields. But having a proper planning, understanding who we are taking on board, because people are a very important element of the overall exercise that we do, overall business that we do, it would make life easier for all of us. So if we feel that no, this person is probably a good carpenter, but he needs to go to the level of lead carpenter, this kind of training is required. So we can add upon that training. So this recognition of prior learning in the first phase is a base that we need to set in greater or anything better. So with that, I would conclude my time, and I would pass it back to Devesh. Thank you so much, and I hope that you are able to take the best of the coming programs which are going to be launched under the PMKVY 3. So all the best for that, and thank you so much for my time.